Welcome to Throwback Thursday with your host, Jessica Dugas, and
Kiley, what's up?
It's always the wrong way. It's always the wrong way. Happy New Year, my friend. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. I missed your face, and I know that everybody has missed having some Throwback Thursday going on.
I've missed it. I've looked forward to this all day.
I know, me too. And we've got a little bit of a twist on things lately. This is kind of like I told Kevin before the show. This is our premiere before we're going to have a real big show for you coming up next month. But we're coming back to reconnect because last year we were doing so well, and then Kevin decides he's going to go back on stage and whatnot.
After
What
2
is
long
that?
years. I know. What is that? How dare me?
I know. Priorities, damn it.
But nonetheless, here we are.
That's right. Well, tell everybody about where you've been and what you've been up to and why we had to miss your face here on the Breakthrough Show Network for a little while. Tell everybody what happened.
Yes. So I did my first musical back in like 2 years this fall. I started a new musical. It was amazing. It was so much fun to be back on stage. I've been in the studio recording new music. I just filmed a new music video last weekend. So you know what that means.
Yes. Ghosted too.
Ghosted Part 2. But I'm so happy to be here. I really did look forward to this all day.
Yes, me too. And so we're going to be like, obviously, when we were doing Throwback Thursday before, we were focused on 80s and 90s pop culture, and we were talking about different things going on. It gave me an excuse to put some really loud ass makeup on that I would not wear in everyday life. But I'm living my best life here on Throwback Thursday. And so we were talking about pop culture, music, and all that included. But the more that, Kevin and I talked about it behind the scenes, in between everything, it was like we both have a background in music. Music is where both of our passions lie. So why don't we just talk about that? And really and not just limited to 80s and 90s, because I found when we were talking just about that there were so many other eras and genres and everything else that we couldn't touch because we were in a box, and we don't want to be in a box anymore, Kevin.
We don't want to be in a box anymore. We just
nobody wants to be in a box. So obviously last season, we talked a lot about the 80s and 90s and us both. And I think it was a great fit anyway, because I was born in the 80s. You were born in the 90s. We both have a big passion around 80s and 90s music and all of that. But so other than the 80s and 90s, can you think of like any, eras, genres, artists, anything like that has had a big impact on your music career?
Yeah, you know what's funny? The 2010s. I know that that's really specific.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm in like a writer's kind of block, I will go to my Apple Music and I'll put 2010 pop hits on there. And let me tell you something, there's some good inspirations on there. We have Katy Perry, some crazy, like just those songs that that just kind of give you the motivation to go. I listen to those all the time. Actually, on the way home from work today, that's when I was jamming to in the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And leave it to you to do like a more recent we'll leave it to Jessica to be the old one on the show. That's what's going to happen. I have a feeling. But yeah, like, so there, and so the 2010s, I don't know. I think at that point, obviously there was some stuff that I enjoyed, some stuff I need to look up. Let me do that while I'm sitting here and yapping. Like 2010, top songs. Let's see and see if any of these. Okay, so I mean, we got Adele,
of course,
going on in there. Royals by Lorde. Loved that song. Rihanna, really big. Taylor Swift, of course, was still leading the way in the 2010s. Who else do we have here? Bruno Mars, really getting in there.
There was a lot of good ones up in there.
Yeah. So there's some good ones. And I think those ones because I'm looking at some of these other ones and I'm like, who even is this? Right. Because I think I still listen to, all of the older stuff, which I'll get to some of my favorites here coming up. But I still listen to those older ones. But I still and I felt like at that time we started to see a lot of music starting to pull from some of the really older generations, and here us old people were going, couldn't you come up with something original? Do you have to pull from that? Listen, Mr. Jackson's in the audience saying, Kevin, what's up?
Hello. How are you?
Miss Jackson's here. Hey. And Dory's saying good ones. She agreed. She
Right?
agrees with
Thank you,
one.
Dory.
But Dory's also like me, stuck in the 80s.
Hey, no shame in the game. We like a variety here. We like a variety.
That's right. That's what I'm so excited to talk about, because like I'm talking about, for these 2010s music that come out, they started drawing on a lot of those older generations, and we see that so often in music, like these different themes come up. And I see a lot of these TikToks now. I don't know if you've seen them, where somebody will be listening to a song and then they have like this aha moment when they realize that song's been sampled from
years ago. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you were enjoying the song, and then now suddenly your mom's enjoying the song because she recognizes the sample, and you're like, yeah, this is not cool anymore. This is not cool. See, Angelique says the 80s were a phenomenal decade of music and fashion.
And fashion. That's right, Angelique. I agree too.
So 2010s would be, and that's what I was gonna tell you. I heard that I think today or yesterday, it was a 10-year anniversary of Call Me Maybe by Carly Jackson.
Stop it, really? I didn't know that. I still kind of listen to that song, guilty pleasure.
I can't. I feel like that was yesterday.
You want to hear a really quick, funny story about Carly Rae Jepsen?
Yes.
I met her when she played Cinderella on Broadway.
Get out.
The nicest person I've ever met in my life.
She seems like she would be nice.
Yeah. She stopped for everybody that was waiting outside. And there was a lot of people because at the time, the nanny was in it as well. The nanny named Fran. She played the stepmother. So everybody was there. Yeah. It was amazing. Such a good experience. So I love her. And she killed it on Broadway. People were like, oh, that voice is going to do Cinderella on Broadway. And she did her thing. That's all I
Now, did she do that before or after?
No, this was after. This was 2015. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to date in my head here, and I'm not very good at yeah, that's awesome. And I love hearing stories like that, though, of celebrities that are as nice as you hope that they're going to be.
Absolutely.
Because we know that celebrities are human, right? And they are, I know that, when Kevin's accepting his Grammy speech, that he's going to have his diva moment backstage, just like every other human.
I'm going to try not to. Come on.
But you're allowed at that point, I think, you get 5 minutes, Kevin.
I get a pass. That just 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's it. A whole pass.
My Mariah moment.
I saw a video of her the other day. Do you remember a few years ago when she did New Year's Eve?
Of course. I know. But you know what? I will come to her defense, because can I tell you why? If you can't hear.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, forget it. Like, I will not sit. Like, I had that problem when I was in a sound check for when I did my first single on TV. Couldn't hear anything. I wasn't going to look like a fool on there. So that I get. And two, it was freezing cold. Like, so I do give her some credit. She is a huge diva for sure. But I do get both sides of it.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And so it's a funny thing, you and I have both sung on stage before, and we've had the earpieces before. And so a lot of people make fun of like singers when they're doing this thing. They're like, and holding the earpiece. That's a real thing. Like, you're trying to freaking
I can't hear anything, especially when people are cheering. You hear that through your earpieces too.
Yeah. Sing us some Mariah, Kevin.
Oh, come on, Mariah. You got to catch me on a better day for that.
No. I am throwing all of them at you. Mariah, Celine.
Come on.
The people are here.
Episode.
The people are here to hear you sing. You understand? Whitney.
My queen.
Yeah.
Really,
Whitney Houston. Hello. Let's talk about really quick before we get into more throwbacks. Have you seen the trailer for the Super Bowl halftime show?
I have not. I don't even know who's playing, to be honest with you. I
What?
know. Snoop Dogg, right? Is it Snoop Dogg?
Oh, that's not all.
Oh, tell me. Give me the tea. I'm ready.
Okay. Because I and my 90s self just fell out when I heard about this. I was suddenly like, I love NFL. I love my Pats. Pissed
Of
off
course.
Pats are not playing this year. Whatever. That's another show. But um I heard and I was like, football what? Football who? I don't care. This is a concert. A concert. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar,
What?
Mary J. Blige,
Queen.
and Dr. Dre.
Oh my gosh. Eminem number like what? That's a lineup that like you'll never see in your life all in the same place again.
Right?
Wow.
And okay, so let me paint the picture for you. You have to watch I wish I would have had it ready now because I totally didn't think, because this is not really a throwback. This is present, but it is a throwback because this is throwback music
Yeah,
we're bringing
throwback
back
artists.
to the
Yes,
stage
of
here.
course.
Okay. I am so excited. The preview was directed by someone who has done really big music videos before. So this is like, I don't know, it's like 3 minutes or something like that. Fantastic preview. And you see these chess pieces move, these huge chess pieces on a board.
Yeah.
And at first you come out with Eminem and Slim Shady on opposite side. Like you have Eminem with brown hair and Eminem with blonde hair, like writing, and he starts spouting off Rap God.
It's iconic.
Okay. And then his phone rings and he picks up the text message. And next thing you know, he's on a plane flying. And you're like, where did he go? And you see the chess pieces move again.
Oh,
and then I know, so good. And then you hear Snoop Dogg's music start to play, and it come down, and he's in that big old Cadillac, right, with the hydraulics and everything else. And you see these little tiny words come up on the screen: "Do not drive like this at home." And you see these girls on the side of the road, like, "Ooh, look at Snoop," kind of thing. And then he gets a message, and next thing you know, he's off, and then you see the chess pieces move again. Right? Goes through all of this, right? Then you see Kendrick, a whole thing. You see Mary J. Blige getting her hair done, doing a photo shoot, everything else. And I am such a Mary J. Blige fan. Like,
me too.
I remember bumping to Real Love when I was in middle school. Like,
bumping it out, right?
with my boombox. Thank you very much.
Right.
You know, and then the most epic scene of all, they finished with everybody and they cut to a beach. And I'm like, what is going on the beach? You see the surf, right? The waves come in and a piano rises out of the surf. And you see a single man walking down the beach, and it's Dr. Dre. And it's like ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, oh my God. And then, so this whole scene finishes, and then you realize that it's Dr. Dre moving the chess pieces
the whole time.
And I hope you people are enjoying this commentary, by the way. I put my whole self into this. And and then they all are you see them start, they play California Love, right?
Yep.
California Love. And you see them all walking towards each other at the airport. Yes. And then they start walking off like the lineup of a chessboard. You got the king, you got the queen, you got the...
That's iconic. I can't lie. That is iconic. If
you don't go watch it after this, Kevin, I'm going to be
happy to
report back.
Oh, I will.
I was so excited though, because now let me ask you this question, because we talked about this on Project Joy, which is Project Joy, by the way, you guys on the Breakthrough Show Network, is Monday through Friday now, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. We talked about this whole lineup on Project Joy. My question was, you have iconic people that have been in the industry for years, Dre, Snoop, Eminem, and do you feel like Kendrick Lamar fits in the lineup?
No, not necessarily, but I don't think that I'm mad about it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like it's like
but
trying to merge generations together.
yeah, like he's not who I would think that would pair with them, but I'm
Right.
not mad about it.
Yeah, I felt the same way because I'm not like a huge Kendrick fan. I respect
No.
his music.
Yeah, of course.
I tend to respect anybody's music, even like I'm not a huge country person, but I respect what they do, what they do over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Dory says no. Dory says she doesn't think it fits either. I'm not mad about it either. I do think this is a beautiful way of like similar to what we're trying to do on
Right.
this show here,
Right.
which
Right.
is to bring different generations together.
But you know who
But
I really feel like they should have had?
who?
Me. I mean, come on.
I
Come
mean,
on. Ghosted.
exactly. You
Philip would
people dropped
approve.
the ball.
Just saying.
Philip would approve. My husband is the biggest Kevin Kiley fan on the planet. The only thing he's missing is a Kevin Kiley t-shirt.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming.
Uh,
Spoiler.
psh, They better
Very
be
soon.
because that man will rock it and he will tell the people.
Yay. I love Philip. Shout out Philip.
We were playing, we were doing a delivery at Walmart. We were picking up a
Yeah.
Walmart order to deliver the other day. And I had Ghosted playing in the car. And my husband's literally like, you know who this is? What do you mean
We
you don't
love
know who
Philip.
this is?
We love Philip here. Is he watching? Hey, Philip.
Dory agrees. He's not
Thank
watching right
you.
now. He's working right now, but
Okay.
he's sending. I know priorities. Jesus.
We'll give exactly. I know.
So anyway, I'm so excited about all of that, and it was such a nostalgic moment for me because even though some of them do have newer music that's out, so much of that is my childhood that I grew up with. And I'm pumped. I am excited.
And Eminem hasn't done anything really recently either. So that's awesome. Like I'm very excited for that. I love
Now,
Eminem.
I wonder what songs they're going to do. And one of the things that always
know.
excites me when they bring people together like this is maybe them doing each other's songs.
Yeah.
And like little
collabing.
mashups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that.
That's like my favorite part of the Grammys too, which the Grammys, that's more news. The Grammys were postponed.
Yep. I believe they're supposed to be in February, right?
I think they're at the end of February now.
Yeah.
Usually that they're at end of January, early February.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe COVID stuff, unfortunately.
COVID stuff, probably. Yeah. I can't believe we're still saying that after 2 years.
If I never heard that word again, I'd be A-okay.
Amen.
Promise
Amen.
you that.
And that's another show for another time, ladies.
And that's another show for a different day. Sip
Yeah,
my
so
grape soda.
Grape soda. So
it really is. It's diet grape soda. I'm so happy that I found it.
Yeah, I love the nostalgic nature of that. But my musical interest really, so my mom was super into like 60s music. The Guess Who has been such a huge part of my love for music. American Woman obviously is a staple that was brought back when Lenny Kravitz did it. It brought that song to light. And I had to educate some people. I had to educate my husband because my husband is Canadian and he did not know that the Guess Who is Canadian. He had no idea. So we had to have a little, I know, get yourself together again with the priority. Don't they teach you anything up there?
Priorities, man.
So, but yeah, so it's like all of their music has a huge impact on me. And we had American Woman, These Eyes, Laughing, No Sugar Tonight. I just love the Guess Who. I love the Guess Who so much. And then, yeah, they're from Manitoba.
Yep.
Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And they had blues rock hits from, let's see, 1962, and they're still together now, just with different members.
I love that.
Yeah. Are you a fan of that when bands do that, when they stay around, but it's different? Because Chicago's that way too.
It depends, honestly. If it's like an iconic band like NSYNC or like Backstreet Boys, no, please get out of here with that. You know what I
Right.
mean? It
Yeah.
depends for me. But for that, I'm not mad. And like
Yeah.
for like I forget what Adam Lambert was doing with somebody. I think it was Queen. That I kind of
Yeah.
understand. That I understand, and that I really liked because his voice is very similar to the
Mhm.
way that he sings. So yeah, I guess it just depends for me. What about you? What's your take on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I like, I'm such a nostalgic person. I love like
Yeah.
the older sound, and I love, like, that's what gets it for me, is the older sound. And I feel like, you know, the name, it's kind of like continuing to use a brand of something because you've always used that brand, even if they
Right.
change the formula to
The
something you don't
product.
really
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
It's
I
not
just,
working quite as well.
yeah, I don't know how. And I'm so glad Dory brought this up with Journey, because that was another one. And that guy, the new guy, where did he come from? Like,
I know.
he
I know.
can blow, like, it's just
Yeah.
crazy.
And the thing about even Journey and Adam Lambert, they don't try and be carbon copies. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
They know that they're not, and that I appreciate. The people that try so hard to be what they're replacing, no, you're never gonna be that. You can be
Yeah.
close, you can be good, you could be in the same style, that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I just don't like them to, and Dory agrees as well. I don't like it when
Yeah.
people try to be someone else. And it's kind of like when somebody does a cover of a song,
Yeah.
and it's like they try so hard. Like, if you think of one of the most
Yeah.
iconic ones I can think of is I Will Always Love You,
Mhm.
which the difference between Dolly Parton, who initially did the song, to Whitney Houston is light
You
years
can't, yeah, you
difference,
can't even,
right?
yeah, of course.
And they're
Can't even
both,
compare.
and so many people put Whitney Houston on a pedestal for that song, which rightly, she blew that out of the water.
Of
But
course.
Dolly Parton, in her own way, like, it was so special and so sweet the way that she had done that song.
It was very
Um,
intimate and very dearing. You're
yeah,
right, sweet is the word for that. It was
yeah.
good. They're
And
both
I
amazing.
don't think she gets enough credit for it, since Whitney did it. Like,
She doesn't.
because Whitney just had pipes. Like, it
Yeah.
just,
And the bodyguard and everything just kind of blew up from that.
right, right. Yeah. And then I had heard, who else did I hear sing it recently? Jennifer Hudson. I watched
Mhm.
her sing a version of that song. She's another one that has huge pipes, but of course, because of her vocals, she wouldn't do, the Dolly version.
Dolly
She would do
version
the Whitney
justice. Yeah.
version.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course.
So it makes me wonder, like, what if somebody like Taylor Swift or
Yeah.
Miley
Carrie
Cyrus or
Underwood.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if somebody
Yeah.
like that did the Dolly version? Do you think
Mhm.
it would be as effective as
I
it's
think
been
it
when
could
people
be.
have done the Big Diva version?
Yeah. I don't see why it couldn't be.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if it would.
I like both versions personally, to be honest with you.
I do too, but
Mhm.
I find sometimes that people who have done music and get it and can really appreciate, all the differences in the different styles, that we're more likely to be like, oh yeah, I love them all. Whereas other
Yeah.
people are like, no, she can clearly sing better. Like,
Yeah. No, but yeah, they miss all of the in betweens.
Right. Right.
I
Absolutely.
agree.
So I love a lot of the older music. I love, like Carly Simon, Carol King is
Icon.
I she's my dream. If I had to choose one person that would be my ultimate dream to have on the show, it would be Carol King,
Carol
all
King.
day.
That's amazing.
All day. And a lot of her stuff is in my vocal range, and we
Yeah.
appreciate that.
We appreciate that.
Who would you say is a singer that typically puts out songs in your vocal range?
I go for a lot of Sam Smith. I vibe it very well with his tone. Sam Smith, Billy Joel, believe it or not, I really do like Ben Platt. Yeah, all of
Yeah.
those. All different, but like I love. You know, Vienna's my go-to.
Right, right. That we met because of
We met
Vienna.
from Vienna. I know.
And I love that song. That song is actually in one of my favorite scenes from 13 Going on 30.
Yes, that's how
When
I.
she's
Yeah,
on the train. Yeah.
I know. You know, I always vouch for that song because the message behind it is so true.
Yeah. Yeah.
So true.
Love some Billy Joel. Love some, definitely, like that's another singer. I love, one of my other favorites is Bob Seger.
Hmm.
Um, everybody knows old time rock and roll, but there were so like this, oh my God, the song I Feel Like a Number. That song, do you know which song I'm talking about? Have you heard that
I don't
song?
know that one. No.
You have just listened to the words of that song, and it
Yeah.
talks about being like being a number, being like, being hired and not being recognized and being
Mm.
taken advantage of. And that's so rampant in society today, of people
Yes, it
just
is.
working themselves to death, you know. And
Mhm.
he has so much grit and angst behind just how he sings that song. Go check out I Feel Like a Number, Bob Seger.
Well,
You will
feels
thank
very
me. It is
relatable.
so good.
I will.
Yes, it is really good. Love some Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. I like now I mentioned country before. Are you a country fan? Would you consider yourself to be a country fan?
Not by any means. I do appreciate country music. I
Hmm.
appreciate all kinds of music. I do like some. I love Shania Twain. I enjoy some Carrie Underwood, but
Yes.
I'm not a big country person, no.
Yeah. I find myself enjoying select country songs.
Exactly.
I love almost everything that Shania has ever put out.
Me too. Me too.
Another person that I adore is Jody Messina.
Hmm.
Um, I just think that her lyrics are so relatable. And she had the
Right.
one song that she did, Even God Must Get the Blues, that I cry every time I hear
Mhm.
it. And I just love that song. And again, another one that's super relatable for what we're going through right now. And it's just about,
Yeah.
watching the news, picking up the paper and hearing about all of the crap that's going on and thinking
Yeah.
to yourself, every now and then God must look down and get upset,
Yeah. Yeah.
about what's going on with that too. So that's a great song. Listen,
Oh, Faith
Angelique
Hill.
Love Shine, Faith Hill. Yep.
I
That's
love
another one
Faith Hill
too.
too. They're
Yeah.
iconic.
Really incredible. And of course, like the dream of that her and Garth Brooks are like, you know, no, Garth Brooks is Trisha Yearwood. I'm thinking to myself, no. Something's not
Yeah.
right here. I'm having
No.
a moment with this. No, Trisha Yearwood and Garth
And
Brooks.
Garth Brooks. I think Faith Hill is
Totally
Tim
my
McGraw,
best.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, because listen, I see, this is what I'm saying. I like it to a point, and then
Yeah.
I
No, no,
can't
no.
keep
Me
my
too.
back straight
Me
anymore.
too.
It's horrible. Listen, my friend Anita here is tonight, and yes, tomorrow is Black and Yellow Day. So tomorrow, I'm so glad that we're talking about this though too. Tomorrow's 12 years since my brother passed, and I love that a lot of, if you guys haven't noticed, we do have the purple a lot on the Breakthrough Show Network, but we also have black and gold, the black and yellow in there, and that's a lot of that was done on purpose as kind of like a remembrance to my brother, because it was through telling his story that this whole show network, everything started to begin with. But tomorrow we wear black and yellow to remember my brother, and he was huge into music. Like he loved, in particular, he loved rap, he loved R&B.
Yeah.
He was a big
That's
fan of
awesome.
Eminem, big fan of Tupac, Biggie, a lot of the classics, Dr. Dre, of course. He would
Of course.
have freaked out about the Super
For the
Bowl.
halftime show.
Just he might come back for that. I'm not leaving that. I'm just
He'll be
putting it out
there.
there.
Of course.
He come back for that. But yeah, he was huge into all of that. And so it's awesome to be thinking about him. And I will tell you, so we talked about Journey. His favorite song was Don't Stop Believing. And that's why our black and yellow t-shirts that we have with his picture on them, they say Don't Stop Believing on them. And when he died and we went to the funeral, the night after we went for a drive and we had driven past the little golf course that he used to play at because he loved to play golf. As soon as we drove up to the golf course, Don't Stop Believing came on the radio.
That's, yeah. See, I didn't ask to cry on tonight's episode. Thank you very much. Well, thank you.
My question for you, though, is do you think, like, and we're going to get a little spiritual here for a minute, but do you think that those who have passed can speak to us through the music?
100%. 110%.
Yeah. Angelique's singing to it. Angelique, I wish you were on here so you could sing it to us. Let me tell you about Angelique. I met the Jacksons on TikTok, you know, and they love music. They're always playing music on their TikToks. And one of the first things that I heard go down on the TikToks, and I want you to know, Angelique, that this is one of the things that solidified you guys having Divine DNA on the Breakthrough Show Network. She spit the entire Biggie Smalls song.
Wow. That's dedication.
The whole thing. And I was like, she ain't gonna ever run out of anything to talk about. They're hired.
I need to meet Angelique. We need to come on Joy together.
I know. Well, see, every time we have host meetings, you know, you be on stage and stuff.
Priorities, Kevin. Come on.
No, we're gonna have one soon because I'm very excited. We have another new show coming to, and I can't.
No? Okay. I'll wait.
That's all. So we're going to be having a meeting soon, and you must be there because you will love the Jacksons.
I will be there, even if I'm on stage.
Yes, you must come live.
I'll take you on stage with me.
Excuse me, that'll be your diva moment. Excuse me, I have a call.
My 5 minutes.
Excuse me. I can't. You're going to need more than 5 minutes.
About 15. We'll give me 15 tops.
Yes. Yeah. So I like a lot of the older stuff. And can you think of any like super older like artists or anything that might have? See, I was thinking with you, like, you know, we've got Frank Sinatra. Oh, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
So you put a post on your Facebook page that said, what is your favorite song of mine that I've done? And somebody said about the horse song. Is that the one from Guys and Dolls? Is that what they were talking about?
Yes, because
that's
I played
my favorite song.
Yes, I played that role in Guys and Dolls, and my friend that commented on it happens to be in the show with me. Can we just talk about that for a second?
Right here. The name is Paul Revere, and the guy who says that the weather's clear can do. This guy says the horse can do.
I need to tell a quick story about that.
Yes.
So I did Guys and Dolls back in 2019. I want to say.
What was your role?
I played Harry the horse, and I played the horse right here, whatever his name was. I doubled
the horse.
Up. Yes, that was me. But for that show, so I don't know if have you seen the actual stage production of it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you know, in the beginning, there's like this big thing called Runyon Land where nobody talks. It's all music. It's all like, it's kind of like an overture, but it's a moving part. There's so many moving pieces to it. And I think I had 3 quick changes in the first 2 minutes of the song. And then I had to change to then get out of that costume to sing I Got the Horse Right Here. Like, I don't know how I did it. I felt like I ran a track marathon before having to sing the opening number of the song. Insane. So when he said that, I'm like, oh my God, PTSD of me running around changing 50 times in the first 5 minutes of the show.
I love it. I love that though. And see, so you are definitely like affected by that's older music, like, you know, from the older musicals. Do you have a favorite like older musical? I know we have a lot of respect for like some of the newer ones, Rent, Wicked, things like that. Do you have a favorite older one?
I love Pajama Game. I love Anything Goes. I love Pajama Game. Like, that is one of my favorite shows. I've done it twice. Like, it's just timeless. I
I
love the
need to
golden
watch.
age.
It's been a long time since I've watched that one.
Doris Day, man. Come on.
My
She kills
grandmother
it.
loved Doris Day.
Oh God. So good.
Yeah.
What about yours?
So I have ones that I watch on repeat regularly.
Of course.
I watch White Christmas. It
Oh
doesn't have
yes.
to be Christmas.
No, it
I
doesn't.
watch Guys and Dolls is another one of
Mhm.
my favorites because if I was ever did guy, I have a dream. One day I want to play Sarah.
You should. That would be
I want to
amazing.
play. I have like a dream. I want to play that so bad because I love the song "If I Were a Bell."
Oh, that's so funny. It's like her moment there.
I've done that one on Sing Snap before and had so much fun with it.
I have
Because
to look that
I
up.
mean, who doesn't like to sing and pretend you're drunk?
Right.
Hello. So I love Guys and Dolls. Meet Me in St. Louis is another huge,
that's a great one.
huge favorite of mine. I love Judy Garland.
Me too.
So I love that one. And then of course, like Fiddler on the Roof, West Side Story. Like I cannot discriminate. I love
No, I can't either. They all have their own charm to them.
Yeah. Yeah. So my first musical that I ever performed in.
I'm
I
ready.
need a moment. I'm so glad I don't have photos to show you of this. I played the donkey in Brementown Musicians.
I've never even heard of that.
Of course you haven't.
But I bet you played that donkey with pride, okay?
I sure did. I was the biggest ass of them all.
I gotta go. It's been real.
It was I was little, okay. And that was my first musical I was ever in, and I really enjoyed it. And what was the other one? I played a kid in King Arthur's Court. I played in I'm having a moment with the title. The old age is kicking in. I'm going to be 41 in a week. What's the Christmas one with Scrooge?
Oh, Christmas Carol.
Thank you. God,
Yep.
What is wrong with me? Christmas Carol. I was in that.
I love that musical.
And then we did a production, high school. I sang One Hand, One Heart from West Side Story. Oh, see, like there's another one too. Angelique's like Grease.
Oh, I did Grease. I just did Grease. Well, that was right after Guys and Dolls.
Yeah.
I did Teen Angel. I was Beauty School Dropout and Born a Hand Jive.
Beauty School Dropout.
That
Sing
was
it
one
for
of my
us.
favorites. Oh my God. You're putting me on the spot tonight.
Yes, sing it. Come on, if I can sing it, Will, so can you.
What'd you say?
I hear
There's
it.
a lag
You're just
in
not
my
singing
earpiece. There's a lag in my earpiece right now. Oh my God, I needed this. You have no idea.
I'm sorry, it's not coming through. Okay.
Excuse
We've
us.
lost
It's been
control.
a minute. We've lost control.
Oh, that's it.
We're happy to be back. If
Yeah.
you can't tell.
Oh, I love it. So he's not gonna sing for us. I still hear it in my head though.
Turn in your tears and go back to high school.
Yeah. Well, let me get my I have a new toy.
Oh my.
I wasn't gonna show it on air, but here we are. You ready?
Ready.
Yes. And if you're looking mighty fine on stage.
What is that?
I have a whole thing now that I use. See, you got to tune into Project Joy, but I know some people got to work again with the priorities, but you're missing out.
I really am, apparently.
It's horrible. So we're excited because for the rest of this year, when we do the show, we would like to invite other musicians, other singers, other songwriters on the show to come on, perhaps perform for us, and also share a little bit about their music inspiration and some of the genres and eras that most inspired them. I would love to talk about it because I'm always fascinated by, sometimes it'll blow you away, like what someone's favorite is, and you're like, what? Like you just don't even know.
And then the story behind it is even better.
Yeah.
As to why.
Yeah. It'll be amazing. So we're definitely, so if you are a musician or a singer-songwriter, or if you're in a band, whatever it is, and you would like to join it, you can have the whole band join us for all. That'll be great. We would love for you to join us the last Thursday of every month at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time here on Throwback Thursday to hear about your musical inspiration. And of course, we will give you an opportunity to perform for the people. We did, however, before we go off the air for tonight, I would like to share about something that happened this week, but we are going to, I think we're going to take a super quick break and look at the right after this. Here we go. I want to remind you guys that you can join our Breakthrough Show Network text community for show notifications, insider info, and special offers. Just text the word breakthrough to 256-685-7092. That's 256-685-7092 in the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico. Now I'm going to be singing that in my head from West Side Story. Or if you are not in the North America area here, and you would like to join us, you can go to join our Discord community, bit.ly/Discord Breakthrough, to chat with some of the fabulous hosts like Mr. Kevin and I, fans of the show, past guests, and all of that good stuff. Just go to bit.ly/Discord Breakthrough. I also want to mention really quickly here, we had an amazing thing happen. Kevin has new music coming out, but we also had Olivia Ambani's brand new single is out now, Take a Chance, and it is a hit. It just got played on BBC Radio.
That's amazing.
You're so excited.
That is amazing.
Look for the song Take a Chance wherever you stream music, and congratulations, Miss Ambani. I know she's sleeping because she's in Africa and it is the middle of the night there.
But we still stand.
Yes. So again, with the priorities, like sleeping. Hello.
Exactly. Sleeping. Come on.
And Miss Angelique is saying congratulations. Very exciting. We did have a great loss in the music industry over the last week, and we want to take a few minutes now to honor the great and wonderful Meatloaf.
Yes.
He was amazing. My mom was a really big fan. My husband's a huge fan. And I just actually was talking to my friend Grim over at Grim's Tech Bar, and Grim was a big fan, and she didn't get to see him until in concert until later in his career. And it was actually like a very more intimate show at like a casino, and he came up and gave her a water bottle, she said. She had like a water bottle from, she was giving out water bottles, I don't know, but she said he was nice. It was a super good experience, and I really feel for him because he had throughout a lot of his life a lot of health issues, as I was reading about. Do you have any songs that you love from Meatloaf, or memories, or anything that you want to share about him?
Oh my gosh. My dad used to play Meatloaf every minute of the day, going to school, coming home, doing this. But my favorite one, of course, is I Would Do Anything for Love. But I won't do that. Come on now.
And so what does he mean by that, Kevin?
I don't think we'll ever know.
We do know.
We know? We
know. So it actually says in the song what he won't do. And he explained this on an interview, and apparently like behind the scenes, what is it, VH1 Behind the Music, I think he had done back when, music stations played music. So they were talking about, they asked him, what does it mean? And he's like, look, I thought this would be obvious to people. But he says like, Okay, let me pull it up here so that I can make sure that I'm saying that I would do
Me
anything
singing
for
it in
you.
my head, trying to figure it
Right.
out.
Okay. So here's the thing. So he'll say, but I'll never forget the way you feel right now. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Okay. Mind
See?
blown. Mind blown.
Yeah. I'd never lie to you. I would do anything for love, but I won't
I
lie to
won't
you.
do
I
that.
won't do that.
Okay.
So it's all been there the whole time.
Wow.
And
You learn something
apparently
new
he
every
did
day.
not think it was going to translate, but somebody else was like, "Oh, people will get it." And he's like, and sure enough, all these years nobody gets it.
Nobody gets
But one thing I was saying to you off camera before the show today, and I need to look this up for the next time we come on, because Celine Dion's song, It's All Coming Back to
It's all
Me
coming back.
Now, has the exact same like vibe, orchestration, big production as I Would Do Anything for Love. And I wonder
I
if she
agree.
drew any inspiration from him. Do you know?
Yeah. I don't know, but I can really hear it thinking about it.
Yeah.
Same structure, the way it builds and the way it sounds, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, like the bridge of the song,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very similar.
Yep.
So I'm having this whole moment here of going like, did she draw? I'm gonna listen. There will be research happening in the next month. See, Angelique hears it too. It's not just
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. We're not crazy.
Yeah, I thought I was for a minute. I'm like, is that the same song? No, it's not the same song. What's going on here? But yeah, I'm gonna research and then I will report back because I will be a sleuth. I will dig in
I know you
and
will.
I will find out. I
But
will
you won't
find
do
out.
that.
I won't do that. I would do anything for meatloaf. I realized listening because so I shared also before the show that my husband was a big Meatloaf fan and he made me listen to all of the albums back to back to back while we were in the car when we found out about it. Which I love, but it's like sometimes I like a little variety, excuse me.
Agreed. Agreed.
2 out of 3 Ain't Bad, I'm realizing is one of my favorite songs of all time. I just I don't know, there's something about it that just it feels so good to me. And it's kind of like this meh kind of song. Like the lyrics are, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Like it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's the music is so powerful with it. And I just love that song. So I just listen. And of course, Paradise by the Dashboard Light,
Of
Bad Out of
course.
Hell. And then another one that I love a whole lot is Rock and Roll Dreams Come True.
My dad
I
loves
love
that
that
song
song.
also. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We should have had your dad on.
I know. He would have
talk
lived his
about it.
glory.
I know. He would have had his 15 minutes.
His moment. Exactly.
His moment. Dad would have been living it. Listen, Mr. Kiley. we needed you. So listen, Meatloaf from 1960s to 2022. Thank you for your service to the music world, and you will be sorely missed. And your music, I mean, I think that's any musician's dream to have music live on the way someone like his is going to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're gonna be, I don't know how long from now, many years from now, we're gonna be looking back and we're gonna be sitting there all wrinkly and whatnot and by the fire, and we're gonna be like, remember that time?
I wasn't looking for somebody new, find by myself.
And I'll be like, I know him.
That's me.
I knew him one time. And Kevin will be like, that was me. Oh,
That was
bless it.
hilarious. You got me that time. I had no idea that was coming.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, we're going to have a good time this just make sure you guys tune back in the last Thursday of every month, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to hold the space that even if Kevin Kiley gets another stage gig, that he will not rehearse on Thursday evenings, at least the last
That's right.
Thursday of the month. Amen.
That's right. Amen.
That's it. We put it in the universe. That worked out
Okay.
real well for the chick on Married at First Sight this week. But anyway. Let us know what genres you guys want to hear about. Let us know.
Yeah.
Pass the information. If you know a musician, singer, a songwriter, all that good stuff, pass the information that we are looking for amazing people. We have a link that we can pass on to you to book the show. And we would love to have them perform and come and talk music, and obviously not have any fun, because we don't do that here.
We don't do that here. We won't do that. Thank you very much.
That's never going to get old.
Never. No, never.
Not even a little bit. Mr. Kevin, tell everybody where to find you.
Oh, I am all over. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and I have a new music video coming March 1st and a new song. I'm so excited.
Let me write it down.
Yeah, March 1st. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Starting the year off right. I said, you know what? This year is going to be my year, and I'm manifesting that.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I just felt that. I had to pause.
It's time. Yeah. It is time.
Make sure you guys go download Kevin Kiley music wherever you can download music, and stream and all of that good stuff. And also make sure you tune in every last Thursday of the month. And if you want to connect with us, you can join our text community, as we already mentioned, the Discord community, and everything is always listed at thebreakthroughshow.com. We have a lot of newness going on. We have a lot of old stuff coming back, but revamped and kind of cool. And just a reminder for all the people. So the Breakthrough Show season 6 premiere was supposed to be next Friday on my birthday. However, your girl needs a break, and we are moving the premiere to March 4th. So be tuned in March 4th, Friday, 12 p.m. Central Time, to a brand new season of the Breakthrough Show. We're doing breakthroughs around the world, talking to 40 people from 40 different countries, and I am getting a geography lesson. That's just it, because I sucked at that in school, and now it's coming back to haunt me. And it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Oh, and the second episode, March 11th, is Eyvinder Karlsson. That's in Iceland. And we are coming up with a title for what will be a song that I put out this year, live on the show.
Ooh,
That's all.
it's exciting.
Now get out.
Okay, bye.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for being the most fabulous co-host ever.
I love you.
I love you so much. And we love all of you wherever you're watching or listening in the world. And remember, you can have breakthroughs and all this stuff just by getting nostalgic with the music that shaped your life. All right. And we'll see you the last Thursday of February. Bye everybody.